Hey everyone, David Burgess here again with Keller Realty. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel on this beautiful day here in Bradenton, and today we are exploring the downtown area of Bradenton, as it's an area that I didn't really know too much about. I've been here before, but I want to explore more of it with you, take a look at what's going on down here. Of course, there's so much in this area to enjoy and go and explore, like all of the beaches obviously, but you've got Lakewood Ranch and the Main Street area, you've got, you know, Waterside Place there, UTC Mall, obviously St. Armand's Circle, and just all these awesome spots. But downtown Bradenton never really gets a mention, and there's a bit of history here, and if anyone knows me, they know that I love history, even if it's just 100 years old. I love places of significance. So today we are exploring downtown Bradenton, and to see if it is somewhere that you may enjoy or want to bring the family and go for a walk. And yeah, let's check it out. And obviously I didn't drive down here today to downtown Bradenton. I mean, who drives these days? Honestly, the peasants, they take up all of the room on the roads, they take forever. So yeah, I didn't know which one to bring, but I brought the yacht. I brought the yacht today, and we went with the Willin from Ono Island, Alabama, because that's a place that really means a lot to me. It really reflects who I am as a person, and yeah, so I brought the Willin down here today, and I'm here with all my yacht buddies that are that are all just chilling out down here by the pier. Yeah, so yeah, if you've got a yacht, come on down. And as we start at the end of the dock here, as we move south onto Main Street, the old Main Street, just have to give a shout out to Pier 22. I've been here a few times. It's a lovely restaurant, and there's a lot of outdoor seating. There's a lot of space inside as well. It's a beautiful older building in this one. Again, you're going to see a lot of this kind of like Spanish architecture today, which I really love. I love these older US buildings and the Spanish style ones as well. But yes, this is a lovely restaurant that, you know, you can overlook the river there. Lovely bar area. It's a great size, somewhere perfect to bring the family. But it is actually near enough the same restaurant. It's the sister restaurant to the Grove in Lakewood Ranch. If you've ever been there, the menu is near enough identical. So yes, you'll see a lot of similarities, but I have to say I do really like Pier 22. As we come out of Pier 22, you come out of the parking lot here, and you can see what's going on just on the corner. You can see there's a map here, just shows you what's going on in downtown Bradenton. And really, we're just sticking with this area here right now, just this bit that's right there by Memorial Pier, by Highway 41, and you can see this little block here basically, and the historic downtown is where we are staying today. I mean, a little bit further along, you've got the river walk at Manatee River there, and there's plenty of other stuff going on, but yeah, that is where we are today. And you can see you've got Pier 22 right here, and then here is Oak and Stone, which is another place you may want to go and take a look at. They've got a Spring Hill Suites by Marriott there, and they've got a rooftop bar, which is really nice. So definitely recommend, you know, either eating at Oak and Stone or going on the rooftop bar there, or going over to Pier 22 if you're looking to grab some lunch. It's a really nice spot. And as we move further up the road here, we have City Hall. And yeah, you can see all the flags here for City of Bradenton, and yeah, you've got a sign here for City Hall. And here's another angle, by the way, of the Spring Hill Suites by Marriott. Try and get you up there a little bit, and that's where the rooftop bar is. Yeah, looks pretty awesome up there. I've got to check that out. So yeah, we're going to keep on going and check out old Main Street. And this is exactly the sort of thing I'm here to see, you know, the site of Bradentown's first post office. Love seeing things like this here in the States, guys, I really do. You know, on May 9th, 1878, the establishment on this site of a United States post office known as Bradentown brought official recognition to a new community on the shores of the Manatee River. The post office was located in a general store owned by Major William Iredell Turner, who served as the first postmaster. Dates back to 1877 by the looks of things, which is pretty awesome. And as I look here, there's a really interesting building right behind And I don't know how old this is, but I'm going to check out the history of this place because this looks pretty old as well. Okay, so that building was the Florida Highway Patrol School from 1939. And that's the same year the Second World War broke out, which is pretty awesome. So I'll take a snapshot of that so you can read the history on it. But let's just take a quick look at this, you know, this building. Yeah, it looks to be private residence now. Westminster Point Pleasant. So yeah, love it. Still kicking here from 1939. Love it. Love it. By the way, the Bradenton Marauders baseball team, never heard of them. I knew the Pittsburgh Pirates had spring training here, but I haven't heard of the Bradenton Marauders. Maybe someone can educate me on who they are, as I'm really not sure. But yeah, loving walking around Old Main Street. I'll show you the signs here and the crossroads. And as we come up here a little bit further, you can see that these buildings are just getting older. You know, maybe not as, probably older than 1939. But yeah, I do love a flat roof here in the States, because in the UK we don't have flat roofs. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but we really don't. And I just know that these shops are, you know, and bars and stuff are really old. And look at this, like McCabe's Irish Pub. It's early in the morning here, so I cannot go in for a quick Guinness. But yes, you've got a couple of pubs here. You've got this McCabe's Irish Pub, and then there is another one there called Bambuza Island Bar. So let's go and check that one out. Bambuza, looks like a little, like a tiki bar or something. Yeah, like I said, it's not open yet. But on the other side of that road, just as I was saying, like I do love these flat roofs that they have in the States. We don't have flat roofs whatsoever in the UK, very, very rarely. But we've got Badass Bar and Grill, Tom's Badass Bar and Grill, tasty cocktails. There's Jack's Wing Company, just a little wing shop by the looks of things, and then there's McCabe's over there. Love to know how old that building is. I love buildings like that. They just, you know, they are so different. So different to what we get in the UK. And yeah, there's quite a few of them around here as I'm heading south on Old Main Street. Pretty quiet here in the mornings. You know, not too much going on. I did notice a coffee shop back there actually, which I'll take a look at in a second. There's quite a few people in there. And I've just come across another pub. Interesting, maybe two more pubs. Let's take a look. Paddy Wagon Irish Pub. Don't know if all of these are open or not, but Paddy Wagon Irish Pub, established in 1996. That is on 4th Avenue West here. And then we have Lost Kangaroo Pub. It looks like I might have to do a bit of a pub crawl down here. As, if all of these are open, then I think we could have a good afternoon or evening sometime. So yeah, see what I mean? It's not too busy here, but yeah, obviously it's in the morning. But I just love these old like brick facades here, and these old flat roofs. I love how American they are. I really do love these places. And yeah, where I've just moved from in Riverview, you certainly didn't get any of this. So you know, yeah, this kangaroo pub looks pretty busy. Sorry, looks pretty big. Obviously no one's in there at the moment, but yeah, it looks like they do like pale ales and stuff like that. Big menu. Have to check that one out. So yeah, as we come on down here, like I said, we're still heading south. Going to check out these stores and little shops and things. And then what do we have here? There is Poor Decisions Saloon. What a great name for a bar. Poor Decisions Saloon. Yeah, if anyone wants to be making any poor decisions, then come and check out this place. Robin's Downtown Cafe, local deliveries. I thought you might be able to hire them out, but yeah, and then look here, you've got these old school balconies here. Love this look, love this. It's like a kind of, is this like a Spanish type building? It looks Spanish to me. But, you know, I just love how different they are. I really do, with the, you know, the shutters and the balconies. Love buildings like this, and I'm gonna find some older buildings here very, very soon. But while I'm here, look, you've got you know, you've got a speakeasy, which is like Craft Tales Speakeasy, look. And then yeah, as we keep going up, we've got, this is a sandwich shop that isn't here any longer, unfortunately. It doesn't look like it, at least. There's an old main alley. I definitely need to spend some time here one evening and find out what the vibe's like. But yeah, you know, this is my local downtown, so I have to come and check it out. Support some of these businesses. The Loaded Barrel Tavern. Jeez, I cannot believe how many bars and pubs there are on this stretch from Pier 22. Bradenton may have a slight drinking problem, but we will see how severe that is very, very soon. And right here we have Courthouse Square. So, you know, this is what I was really here to see today. You've got this is Courthouse Square, and this Manatee County Courthouse was built in 1913 by the looks of things. And here, just over to the left, I don't know if you can see it here, this big kind of yellow building to the left, that was Bradenton's first bank from 1925. And I'll head over there in a second to look at that. But this courthouse is beautiful. And I didn't actually realise the courthouse is still in effect today. So yes, I thought it was just an old courthouse that had been moved on for something else. But it is not. It is, you know, still in full effect today. And here's the side angle view of this building, guys. It's right behind me. It's just absolutely beautiful. I'll flip you around so you can see it. But yeah, it's a beautiful building. Really, really is. And opposite it are these older buildings again. You can see that you've got one from 1922 that looks like a wedding or a suit shop. Tie the Knot Boutique, and then you've got, look at, I just love this. I love these guys. Look, you've got the United Abstract building, and then the Iron Block. This is what I was trying to find, the Iron Block. So this building, look at it. Wow. I mean, just look, this is what I love about the US, right, and older buildings, is how different all 6 of these buildings are. They all couldn't be any more different in shapes, sizes, colours, styles. They just completely differ. So yeah, these are all probably around 100 years old or so. But this Iron Block, I was reading about it recently, and it was built in like the 1800s. I think it was built in like 1896, and it moved here in 1921. If anyone can explain to me how these buildings were moved back in the day, I have no idea. But you know, I'm impressed by it. Let's put it that way. You know, this was built in like the 1800s, and about 30 years later, they moved the Iron Block building to here. Again, there's a Manatee County Courthouse, and I just want to show you again, just a bit up close. So you've got the Tie Knot Boutique right here. This is a law office, this one. And then the United Abstract building. I have no idea what that, if it's always been that, or if it's, you know, been other things, but that looks really good up there. That looks like a really old traditional building, and I love it. So yes, that is, you know, that is another law and abstract office, and then you've got criminal defense here. Not sure how much in use these shops are. It looks like they are. It looks like they're all in use. And then you've got the law office of Steve Santiago, criminal defense. Again, I just love these old school buildings here. That just have so much character and tradition and history, really. I love things like this. So this is exactly what I wanted to find in Bradenton today. Although it's a shame they're all law offices, really. I mean, it would be great if there was something a bit more exciting than just law offices. And then here we've got need bail, right? We've got cash bonds here. So yeah, if I had it my way, we'd have a nice coffee shop here. We'd have a nice baker's, you know, some sort of pastry shop, little restaurant. But no, we've got everything that is all built around law, of course, because the courthouse is right there. But as I say that, if you come right around the corner onto 13th Street, literally a stone's throw away, this is a much nicer street where you have, I'll just flip you around and show you what we've got. We have this Chateau 13, which is like a little bar by the looks of things, and then there is like a deli cafe over here by the name of, yeah, Sweet Deli Cafe and Catering. and there's a barber shop here. Yeah, this looks really nice, this little bit. And again, you've got the church at the end, and there's King's Station there. And there's a couple, I mean, these three here, unfortunately, are empty at the moment. These three buildings right here, or at least 2 or 3 office spaces. But here, coming south again, you've got this, you've got a smoothie shop, and you've got a little cafe. And at the end, you have downtown Bradenton Station, which is just the bus station, probably mainly just going to Palmetto or to Sarasota. This building looks really interesting. No idea what it is, but yeah, look at it. Again, it looks really Spanishy to me. Like I wouldn't consider this standard US architecture, but look at it. It's a shame really, like there's some really lovely parts in Bradenton. There really are some lovely streets, some really nice areas that are really put together, and then there's some that just really are run down and not as nice, and it's a shame because you know, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad area or a bad place by any means, but it would just be so much better if these empty spaces were, you know, were full and occupied and just made the area a little bit better. Look how cute this little office building is here. I love little buildings like this. We just don't get anything like this in the UK. You've got a flat roof at the back, and then you've got like a, you know, you've got a traditional pitched roof at the front. But look at the shutters, the balconies, the, you know, the arched windows. I just love it. Again, that might be 100 years old. It's definitely that Spanish type of architecture that I would call it. I wouldn't call it traditional US, but then look, you pan over here to the south, going towards the river, and look, you've just got these high-rise apartments that just, I don't know, they just don't look anywhere nice as what they used to do with, you know, with all of the older architecture, the time, the effort they went into those older buildings, and just gives them more character, just makes them more unique, and, you know, just gives them that more individuality rather than just the same old buildings. I swear they make buildings just a bit depressing these days. They're either all block or glass or stone, and yeah, they're just meh. So yeah, I'm here for the older buildings. And right behind me here on the corner of 4th Avenue West and 10th Street, there is a Hampton Suites hotel. Is it Hampton Suites? Hampton Inn Suites, yes. So that's on the corner here. But the building I really wanted to show you, seeing as we're in a mood for history, is this one right behind me here. And that yellow building, which we're about to go and explore, hopefully you can see it okay. But this was the Peninsula Telephone Company building from 1925. So it's another building which is, 99 years old, right? Hang on a minute, just cross, yeah. I'm not gonna get ran over. But look at this, again, another brick building. I'll just show you it right behind me. And yeah, it kind of goes right the way up there, look. But I'm just going to have a little look at it over here. Yeah, this was sold off to GTE, which is Greater Tampa Electricity, apparently, or they owned it at some point. I'm just going to flip you around so you can see it better and not me. But yeah, it's another lovely building here, which looks a little bit isolated. You know, it's funny how they've got these buildings here, but there's none others around it that are, you know, that are older or the same style or anything. They feel a little bit isolated. And Bradenton, to be honest, downtown Bradenton it does feel, you know, isolated. You've got a lot of these kind of like, you've still got a lot of space here to add other buildings if they were ever required. There's certainly a lot of room here to grow if they ever wanted to make it bigger and something, you know, more than what it offers today. But certainly interesting coming down here and looking at these old buildings. It really is like old meets new. And yes, I personally just love all the old historic things about this area, and I certainly want to get to know it more as you know, as I've just moved here. But yeah, there's one more building I'm trying to find, so stay with me. And this is the final building that I was really trying to find to show you. This is the Carnegie Library, the original Bradenton Carnegie Library here on 4th Avenue West. And it's probably a 5-minute walk away from Old Main Street. But yeah, you can see now it's the Manatee County Historical Records Library, and it's the clerk of the city court. I mean, It's a nice little building. The windows have definitely seen better days. If you look at they're like these plastic coverings. I'm not sure what all that's about. I'll just raise you up a little bit. Yeah, just to show you. But yeah, I'm not sure why that is. But the building could do with a bit of a spray paint, to be honest. Sorry, a bit of pressure washing, just to kind of clean it up a bit. You can see a bit of, you know, you can see just some stains on the brickwork there. It's beautiful curb appeal. We'll walk over to the sign over here and yeah, read the history about it. But you know, you've got a lovely oak tree, you've got lovely grass here. It's got a lot of curb appeal. I just feel like it's a shame they don't do a little bit more to it, really. But yeah, you know, we are on the corner here of 4th Avenue West and 15th Street West. And we're going to go and read what is going on here. So it reads, the Carnegie Library. For 60 years, the building served as Bradenton's main library. In 1956 to 57, an addition was constructed on the 14th Street side of the building, increasing the overall square footage by 1/3. And in April 78, the building was vacated upon completion of the new Central Library building located on Barcarota Boulevard. That's over by Pier 22 there. The building now houses the Historical Records Library, the first county archival library of its kind in the state of Florida. The Historical Records Library was created in 1978. So yeah, you can see all of that, and there's probably a bit more to read here. Look at this little thing here, love it. Local cancer relief, interesting. So yeah, it was built in 1918 with funds from the Carnegie Corporation. It's one of 1,946 Carnegie libraries built in the US under the direction of Andrew Carnegie, a Scottish immigrant who rose from mill hand to steel magnate. Interesting. I did not know that. As we head back to base, guys, just want to show you this Hampton Inn Suites here. It's a beautiful building. Must have been like an old hotel back in the day. You know, it's got a nice flat roof. Must have had a lot more prestige back in the day than what it does right now. But yeah, it's a stunning building. I have to have a look at the history of that. But yeah, and as I turn around on the corner here, as we go back to the river, you've got the Manatee Chamber of Commerce right there as well. And then this is where the parking lot is here, and you've got the coffee shop just down this bit towards Old Main Street. So that's pretty much my little tour of Bradenton today. Just lovely to walk around, see some older buildings, a bit of history, and get a feel for the character of the downtown area. And I do know there's a lot more to Bradenton, obviously, than the downtown area. There's a lot of other significant places and buildings and neighborhoods, districts, that kind of thing that go back quite a way. When I was doing a bit of research on here, it was interesting to see how many older buildings have been knocked down over the last 50 years or so. Even bridges over the Manatee River. There's been 2 or 3 that have been replaced, which I understand. Some of the original ones were like wooden and things like that, so I totally get that. But yeah, there's been quite a bit in the area, which is, you know, it's certainly had its history and you know, ups and downs since you know, since World War I and before that. You know, going back to the Indians here, you know, all the tribes and yeah, all the history. It's really interesting. If you want to look it up, I think you'll be surprised at, you know, kind of what went on here going back into the kind of 1800s, really. So yeah, obviously there's not too much left of that to really explore today. But I just love, I do, you know, I've never really done a video like this before on my channel, but I do love, like I said, I've always loved history, and I just love being in places that I find had a bit of significance back in the day. And yeah, come down and check out Bradenton. Come and have a look around. Let me know your thoughts and you know, what you think of the area. It's certainly interesting. Like it's hard to kind of pinpoint the character of the place. Like I said, it's a little bit sparse in areas. Like you've got some, you know, you've got a bit of old meets new. I mean, you've got a lot of, you know, you've got a lot of law offices and things like that down here, which is a bit of a waste of space, in my opinion. Be great if they had some different types of businesses and things and drew more people here. But when you come down by the river, you know, you've got all these yachts and stuff. You've got restaurants. It'd be great for a pub crawl around here. It really would be. You know, if if this place was in the UK, it would be absolutely full with people on pub crawls. So, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see what it's like down here at night. Obviously, it's late morning here at the moment. There's not a ton of activity. But yeah, great to just get out and have a look at my new downtown area. I certainly didn't move here for downtown Bradenton, and like I said earlier, Bradenton is such a huge area. There's so much to cover. You know, going right the way from the beaches all the way over to Lakewood, where I am. There's just a lot to see. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hopefully some of you have been here before. Let me know your thoughts on the area, if you like it, if you don't like it, what you do to improve it, and what are your favorite places here. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you're looking for more local content, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm always looking to reach more people that want to know more about Bradenton and Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, Manatee County area. We love living here, and we want to help more and more people know more about the area and move here potentially as well. Take care.